Hey, my name is Monique. I'm from the Netherlands. This is Fotini, she's from Greece, and this is Betty from Hungary. We are secondary school teachers in our home countries, but this week we have spent in Stockholm and we attended a course. The course was called Reading the City. So we are not ordinary tourists. We experience the city of Stockholm in a different way than ordinary tourists would. Today is our last day in the course and we are looking back on what we experienced during the week. We all came to the city with different expectations. Of course, I Googled the city and looked at some pictures and I had some thoughts about what it would look like, what the buildings would be like, what the people would be like, and I had some thoughts about the landscape. I'm sure we all did. How about you, Betty?
Yes, of course. Before I came to Stockholm from Budapest, my capital city, I had many expectations. Of course, I Googled, as you did. First of all, I expected some colder weather because when I set off from Hungary, it was boiling hot, about 40 degrees. So when I arrived, I had fresh air and colder weather, about 22 degrees. So it was really fantastic for me.
What was your experience?
When I arrived on Saturday morning at about 10 a.m., my first experience was that everything was so calm. There were not so many people in the streets, which was quite different from my capital, Budapest, where it is so crowded and busy at the weekend.
And it was calm.
Yeah, very calm, of course.
And I felt this way, that the city is very calm. And in comparison with my country, we are very stressed, very disappointed, very unhappy. Here, I think they are happy. People are happy here. Did you experience the city in a different way?
You mean for being a tourist and attending the course?
Yeah.
Yes, I did, because during the course we were asked to perform certain tasks and we were asked to perform some exercises, not only in the museums but also out on the streets. And this has really made it a whole different experience from the way you would normally visit a city. You'd walk around and use your guidebook and visit some museums, but we were asked to look at things in a different way and to listen to all the sounds that you hear in the city and to touch things, the things that you were allowed to touch, of course. And it has made a huge difference for me, I think.
And you, Betty, what did you impress you the most in the city?
I had many impressions here. The first one was, I think, the feeling of freedom and independence, mainly when we traveled by a steamboat on a beautiful lake towards Stockholm. It was great for me. So if you want to be alone and you want to be separated from others, you can do it very easily. And the second one is the diversity of not only the people here who live here, but a diversity of buildings. I mean, the architecture of Stockholm.
And I noticed that the architecture is very modest here.
Yeah.
If you compare the buildings, the palaces or the manors with with similar places in Florence, in England, these are very modest, but the other one very luxurious. And we asked, and they told us that it was a very poor nation before. That's why.
Yeah.
And what amazed you, Monique, here in Stockholm?
Well, of course, the things you said impressed me too, but I was actually most amazed at the fact that they like their coffee so much. They're your coffee drinking crowd, and you can get it everywhere with every meal we had. And they don't seem to be able to make very good coffee. There's no nice machines like we have them everywhere, and every restaurant has a good coffee maker. So I thought that was really odd, to be drinking so much coffee and not being able to make it in a way that we like it. And the other thing was, of course, the use of bicycles, because this is something I do every day in my own country. And I saw a lot of bicycles around here, but the city doesn't seem to be planned for riding your bike. So they have to just take a piece of road or a piece of the pavement, and that's where they use their bicycles. So it's not very safe. The paths don't interlock in in a safe manner.
Mm-hmm.
And the people were made to wear helmets, and we Dutch people would never wear a helmet riding our bikes. So that was those were two things that actually amazed me the most.
And what about you, Fatini?
I was impressed the most about the art that it is all over. Art in the city, underground, to the buildings. I think everyone here is interested in art. And I like it very much that I found art in the metro. And the metro is clean and calm and no one is rushing. It is good, this one. Also I was very impressed about their care about the environment.
Yes.
The urban and the natural environment. You can swim in the lake, few meters away from the harbor, and you can smell the fresh air. But I was expecting more clean toilets. Yeah.
Yes. Well, it's a minor point, I
Yeah.
guess. Well, I think we've come to the end of our talk here. So I would invite our other colleagues who helped to make this small item. This one is called Iveta, she's from the Czech Republic, and Liliana, she's from Romania.
Hello.
Tack så mycket for your attention, or as we say, tot ziens.
No, she wants to speak.
Go here. So it was a really good experience here to smell city, to touch city, to listen city in different ways.
To scratch
Yes,
the surface.
I'm really happy to be here. Okay, nice to meet you. Nashledanou in Czech.
Viszontlátásra.
La rivedere.
Yes. Björn.
Voilà.
Finished.